Football Facts Presents. Best starting 11 coming through the youth ranks of Dinamo Zagreb. Goalkeeper Tomislav IVKOVIC. One of the best Yugoslavian goalkeepers, he started his career with Dinamo Zagreb. He didn't stay for long with the club, as he left the team at the age of 23, starting a journey all around Europe. During his time at Dinamo, he played 53 league games and even scored 1 goal, winning the Yugoslav Cup in 1980 and the Yugoslav Championship in 1982. He notably featured for Red Star, where he won 1 Yugoslav Championship and 1 Cup. He also had a very successful spell with Sporting Club in Portugal. With the national team of Yugoslavia he played 38 games and represented the nation in European Championship of 1984 and the World Cup in 1990. Centre-back ZVONIMIR SOLDO. He made his debut with Dinamo in 1988 at the age of 21, but in 1991 he left the club to play for Zadar and then in Prosinečki, where he won the Croatian Cup in 1992. He returned to Dinamo in 1994, where he became a first-team regular, winning the Croatian double in 1996. At the end of that season he joined Stuttgart, where he stayed for 10 years, ending his career with the club. For most of the time he had been the captain of the team. He won 1 cup with Stuttgart in 1997. With Croatia he played 61 games and scored once. Soldo's commanding presence was notable in the World Cup of 1998, where Croatia finished 3rd on its debuting World Cup. He also featured in the European Championship of 1996 and the World Cup of 2002. Centre-back VELJMIR ZAJEC. ZAJEC was one of the best footballers of his generation. He started his professional career with Dinamo Zagreb in 1974 and stayed there for 10 years. During his time at the club, he won the Yugoslavian Championship once and the Cup twice. He was also Player of the Year in 1979 and 1984. At the end of the season in 1984, he was transferred to Panathinaikos, becoming one of the best players on the team. During his time at the Greek club, he won the Greek Championship once and the Greek Cup twice. He also helped the team to reach the semi-finals of European Cup in 1985 and the quarter-finals of UEFA Cup in 1988. He played 36 games for Yugoslavia and scored once. He was the captain of the team during the World Cup of 1982 and the European Championship of 1984. Right back DARIO SIMIC. One of the most decorated Croatians, started his career in 1992 with Dinamo Zagreb, winning the Croatian Championship 5 times and the Croatian Cup 4 times. In 1999 he moved to Inter, where he stayed for 3 seasons. He fell out of favor for the club and in 2002 joined fierce rivals AC Milan, where he had 6 successful seasons, winning 1 Italian Championship, 1 Cup and 2 Champions Leagues. He became the first footballer to play 100 games for Croatia, scoring 3 goals as well. He featured in 3 European Championships and 3 World Cups. In the World Cup of 1998, Simic was one of the best footballers, as Croatia finished 3rd. Left back VEDRAN 쪼RLUKA. Coming through the youth ranks of Dinamo, he made his professional debut while being on loan to Inter Zagreb. He returned to the club in 2005, where he immediately became an important member of the team, despite he was just 19. He left the club in 2007 after he won 2 consecutive championships and 1 cup, to join Manchester City. After a very good season, he was transferred to Tottenham, where he stayed for 3 seasons. His 4th season was spent on loan to Leverkusen and then moved to Lokomotiv Moscow, where he is the current captain of the team. With Lokomotiv he won the Russian Cup twice so far. He is capable to play in all positions of defense and also as a midfielder. With Croatia he played 95 games so far and scored 4 goals, representing his country in 2 European Championships and 2 World Cups. Midfielder Luka Modric. One of the best current midfielders in the world football, he came through the youth ranks of Dinamo Zagreb where he was impressive during his first years. After winning 3 championships and 2 cups, he moved to Tottenham in 2008 at the age of 22. His commanding skills on the midfield line were notable and soon attracted interest for big clubs in Europe. He stayed for 4 seasons in England where he was very impressive, and in 2012 he was transferred to Real Madrid for £30 million. He immediately became an undisputed first-team regular, a position that he keeps until today. With Real Madrid he won 1 La Liga, 1 Copa del Rey and 3 Champions League. So far he played 97 times for Croatia and scored 11 goals, representing his country in 3 European Championships and 2 World Cups. Midfielder Mateo Kovačić. Though born in Linz of Austria, he joined the academy of Dinamo at the age of 13 from LASK Linz. At just the age of 16 he broke into the first team of Dinamo and soon impressed his magnificent skills and talent. He soon attracted the interest of big clubs, and in January of 2012, he joined Inter Milan. With Dinamo he managed to win the double twice before leaving the team. He soon became a first-team regular and was a commanding presence in the midfield line of the team. Unfortunately for Kovačić, Inter had no other stars to help his win any silverware. In 2015, at the age of 21 he was signed by Real Madrid for €29 million, making the biggest step on his career. During his first seasons, he was not as impressive as he was at Inter but still managed to put some very good performances at a team which contains many stars. He managed to win La Liga in 2017 and Champions League in 2016 and 2017. At just the age of 23, he already played 36 games for Croatia and scored 1 goal. He featured in the World Cup of 2014 and the European Championship of 2017. Robert Prosinečki. Prosinečki was considered as one of the future stars of Yugoslavia and started his career with Dinamo Zagreb. Surprisingly, Dinamo Zagreb didn't offer a professional contract to the younger midfielder, who left the club in 1987 at just the age of 18. He immediately moved to Belgrade where he passed a successful tryout with Red Star, impressing the coaching staff of the club. He became a first-team regular from the start and went on to win 3 Yugoslav championships, 1 Yugoslav Cup and 1 European Cup. He left Red Star in 1991 and went to play for both Real Madrid and Barcelona, winning the Spanish Cup with Real Madrid. In 2007 he returned to Dinamo Zagreb and won 3 Croatian championships. At international level he represented Yugoslavia 15 times and scored 4 times, featuring in the World Cup of 1990. After the breakup of Yugoslavia he represented Croatia where he played 49 times and scored 10 goals. He featured in the European Championship of 1996 and the World Cups of 1998 and 2002. He was particularly impressive at the World Cup of 1998 as Croatia finished on the 3rd place. Right winger ZVONIMIR Boban. Boban was one of the best footballers of Yugoslavia and later Croatia. He was capable of playing both as an attacking midfielder and a winger, and even as a second striker. At the age of 18, he made his professional debut with Dinamo and by his 2nd season, he became a first-team regular. In 1990 at a game against Red Star in Zagreb, a riot group broke into the field and Boban kicked a policeman. This caused him a suspension from the national team of Yugoslavia, missing the World Cup of 1990. In 1991 he left Dinamo for AC Milan, where he became one of the best players of the team throughout the years. He stayed at the club until 2001 where he finished his career. With Milan he won the championship 4 times and the Champions League once. With Yugoslavia he played 7 times and scored 1 goal. Due to the fact that Yugoslavia had the troubles of 1992, the national team missed the chance to appear in the European Championship of 1992, at a period where the nation had some of the best talents. With Croatia he played 51 times and scored 12 goals. He was one of the best players of the team in the World Cup of 1998. Left winger Drago VABEC. VABEC is considered as one of the best players in Dinamo's history and definitely the footballer ever to feature for the French club Brest. He started his career with Dinamo Zagreb in 1968 and stayed at the team until 1977 where he won 1 Yugoslav Cup. He moved to Toronto Blizzard where he stayed for 1 season, winning the top division of North American Championship. He moved back to Dinamo where he stayed for another 2 seasons, before joining Brest. With Brest he stayed for 5 seasons, helping the team to get promotion to the top division for the first time. He moved back to Dinamo in 1984 for a 3rd spell where he retired after 1 season. With Yugoslavia he played 7 times and scored once. His goal came against Sweden in 1975 and was shown for years at the beginning of the sports show. Striker Igor CVITANOVIC. CVITANOVIC is the all-time top scorer of Dinamo Zagreb. He made his debut in 1989 at a time where Dinamo was still playing in the Yugoslav top division. Gradually, he became the starting forward of Dinamo at the initial stages of the Croatian Championship. He created a strong partnership, initially with Goran Vlahovic and later with Mark Viduka. He was top scorer in 2 occasions and Player of the Year 3 times. In 1994 he scored 25 goals but he was surpassed by teammate Goran Vlahovic who scored 29 goals. He left the club in 1998 and joined Real Sociedad. His time in Spain was not successful as he scored just 3 goals in 29 appearances. He returned to Dinamo Zagreb just 1 season later and spent 3 more seasons with the club. During his time with the club he won the Croatian Championship 4 times and the Cup 3 times. With the national team of Croatia he played 29 times and scored 4 goals. He was often called to the national side but the presence of Vlahovic and Suka prevented him from making more appearances. He featured in the European Championship of 1996 but not in the World Cup of 1998 due to dispute with the head coach. Do you agree with our selection? Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.